Hello, everyone, and welcome to the English Study Podcast. I am Lily.
Hi, friends. I am Jack. It is so nice to see you all. How are you today, Lily?
I am feeling wonderful today, Jack. The sun is shining. I am ready to learn together. How are you?
I am great too. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning. Now my brain is awake like a little electric light.
That is funny. I hope your brain is ready because today we have a very interesting topic.
Oh, really? Tell me. What is our topic today?
Today, we talk about big technology companies and how they invest money in AI. IAI means artificial intelligence.
Oh, AI. That is a very hot word now. Everyone talks about AI.
Yes, but today we do not talk about the technology, we talk about the money relationships. The big companies give money to other companies, they become wander to other two says. They become bonder to say cham, wander to say stirs.
Like a big game of tag. I love games. So first, before we start, please remember to subscribe to our channel and like this video. It helps us a lot.
Yes. Please also share this podcast with a friend who wants to learn English. We speak slowly and use simple words, so it is easy to follow.
Now, Lily, let me ask you. So many companies work on AI. Which companies will we talk about today?
Good question, Jack. We will look at the biggest ones. Companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia, two special AI companies called OpenAI and Anthropic.
Oh, I know some of them. Google is the search engine. Microsoft makes Windows. Amazon sells everything online. Nvidia makes the wheel. Wheel.
Yes, Nvidia makes computer chips, especially for AI, and we will talk about how these companies give money to each other. It is like a big circle of friends.
Sometimes they are friends, sometimes they fight.
Exactly, and sometimes they fight and then they become friends again. It is very interesting.
Oh, this sounds like a fun movie. But before we go deeper, can you tell me why do we talk about money and not money da?
Because understanding the money relationships helps us understand who works with whom. And also, you can learn many useful business words in English.
Ah, like investment, parent company, share. Those are important.
Yes, and we will learn five new words at the end.
Perfect. So let us start with the big picture. There are many companies doing AI. How do you choose the ones we talk about?
I have three simple rules. First, the company must be very, very big. We only look at companies worth more than $100 billion.
$100 billion. That is like a million times more than my pocket money.
Haha, I think even more. Second, the company must be at the front of AI technology. They make the newest tools.
So, like a popular singer who makes the newest songs.
Yes, that is a good comparison. Third, they must be very active in investing. They give money to other AI companies.
So, companies that only sit and watch do not get a seat at our table.
Right, only the busiest players. And because they play in the United States, most of our companies are American.
Okay, so which companies meet these 3 rules?
We have the big cloud and tech companies Parcom, Amazon, Google, Meta, Oracle. Amazon, Google, Meta, Oracle. Then the BA and One companies, OpenAI and Anthropic, and the chip kings, and NVIDIA, AMD, Broadcom.
Wait, that is a lot of names. You said OpenAI and Anthropic. I hear about ChatGPT. Is that OpenAI?
Yes, ChatGPT comes from OpenAI. Anthropic makes a smart assistant called Claude. Both are very famous.
Okay. And chips. I remember MDA, but WL, but OpenAI, and MDI, Ni and Broadcom. Broadcom also make ANSI.
Yes, NVIDIA is the biggest, but others make chips too. Now, to understand the money relationships, we need to see the angle, the where, from bottom to top.
Layer, like a cake.
Exactly like a cake, the bottom layer is the chips, the sweet, hard part that makes everything possible.
Oh, I love cake. So tell me, what is the bottom chip layer?
At the very bottom, we have computer chips called AIC, Ongo chips. Computer chips, AIC, EARDE, Ongo chips called WAREDE, AICRDE, Layer DE, at the muscles of AI.
So the AI runs on these chips. And who is the muscle king?
NVIDIA. Over 80% of the AI chip power comes from NVIDIA, so they are very strong.
Wow, they must have many friends, or maybe they make others depend on them.
That is a good point. Other chip companies like AMD and Intel also make some Trainium. They AICE Ongo chips caught. May I say ye Ongo chips caught was AIC you AICE chips caught for DE as the for DE. But they are smaller.
So the bottom layer is all chips. What is the next layer up?
The next layer is the data center and cloud layer.
Cloud, like the white fluffy thing in the sky?
No, not that cloud. In technology, cloud means big rooms full of computers far away. You use them through the internet to store information or run DARs.
Ah, so when I save my photos online, that is the cloud.
Yes, Amazon has AWS. Ungo chips caught. My cost to Ungo chips caught. Ungo chips caught the tipper DE. Use their giant clouds that rent computer power to others.
So they are like hotels for computer work.
Yes, Ungo chips and D Ungo chips. SpaceX, the SpaceX company, is building huge computer rooms.
SpaceX, the rocket people, they make data centers too?
Yes, Ongo chips Ongo chips Ongo chips Ongo chips that D use the rent D say you says.
That is wild. So next layer,
The third layer is the AI model companies. These are the brains.
brains on top of the muscles.
Right. The big three here are OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google's own model called Gemini.
Wait, Google has its own brain. Gemini and also invest in Anthropic?
Yes, that gets interesting later. But first, these three are the most popular. They make the AI programs that answer your questions, write stories, and help with work.
I use ChatGPT sometimes. It is like a helpful robot friend. So these companies are very valuable.
Very. OpenAI is valued around $185 billion. Anthropic has grown so fast that now its value is near $225 billion.
Near 1 trillion. That is almost too big to imagine.
And the top layer is the application layer. This is where other companies build whole fun tools on top of the AI brains. This a
Like games, shopping, helpers, smart apps.
yes. But we will focus on the first three layers today.
Okay, now the fun part. You said these companies invest in each other. Can you give a simple example?
Sure. Let us start with Microsoft and OpenAI. This is a famous money friendship.
I am ready. Spill the tea, as young people say.
Haha. A few years ago, Microsoft gave Shente $13 billion to OpenAI. That is a lot of money.
13 billion. That would buy, I don't know, all the coffee in the world.
Maybe. And Microsoft did not stop there. Over time, their total investment went up to around $130 billion.
170 billion. So Microsoft owns a piece OpenAI.
Yes, about 27%. And because OpenAI's value exploded, iColors iColors exploded 30 iColors exploded.
So they made a lot of profit. Did Microsoft do anything else?
They also provide cloud services through Azure. So OpenAI runs a lot of its work on Microsoft's computers.
Smart. They give money and sell computer power at the same time.
Exactly. But as OpenAI grew very popular, other big companies felt they missed the chance.
Like arriving late to a party where all the cake is gone.
Yes. So Amazon looked around and saw another AI brain company called Wei Dirtato iColors Kuan.
The one that makes Claude.
Right. Amazon invested $4 billion in Anthropic in 2023, then another $4 billion in 2024. They became a very important early 2024. They became big became way to became way 24.
So Amazon said, I choose you, Anthropic, like in a game.
Yes. But then something funny happened this year. Both OpenAI and Anthropic asked for even more money, and Amazon gave money to both.
Wait, to both? So Amazon is friend with two rivals?
Yes, they committed up to $50 billion more to OpenAI and up to 25 billion to Anthropic. They decided not to choose just one side.
That is like having two best friends who don't like each other, but you buy both of them presents.
A very expensive way to keep the peace.
So Microsoft is mostly with OpenAI. Amazon plays on both teams. What about Google?
Google is interesting. At first, Google and their Endersby T Tao, Tu Wei, Tu Chu Pu Wei Enders, Gemini, and their Endersby, Gemini were leader O, and their O were Gemini.
Like having a favorite child at home.
But then and their own way and their own way and their own way and their own way this and their own way where Google changed its plan. uh so Google changed its and their own way just um so Google changed its plan
What did they do?
in April this year. Google said it will and their own way just it will change Gemini and they're always just they're always just and they're always just uh they're always just and they're always and they're always just and they're always and they're always that is a huge commitment.
From small friend to big partner. So now Google is deep with Anthropic.
Yes. And they also rent out their own special chips, TPUs to and they're always just and they're always just and they're always just and they're always they're always and they're always just
So Google holds hands with Anthropic while also keeping its own baby, Gemini.
exactly a complicated family.
And what about the chip king? And they're always just and they're always just and they're always just sit. Anthropic and they're always just and they're always just sit.
No, and they're always just 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 and they're always just
So they buy tickets to every show.
right and they're always just and they're always just and they're always just and they're always just, and they're always just, and they're always just.
I heard the word strategic. What does that mean here?
It means, and they're always just, 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 and they're always just.
Oh, so it is a deal. Give money and get a customer.
Exactly. And they're always just, 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 and they're always just.
They are building a big and they're always yes and they're always deal.
But they also joined late. The head of and they're always just, and they're always just, and they're always just, and they're always just the eyes. So they are putting in money fast now.
Like running to catch a bus with your wallet open.
Good image. And one more fun detail. A Japanese technology investor named OpenAI eyed, but that was only OpenAI. But only OpenAI, but Nala, Nalas, ars fars. Oh, no. And they're always just, and they're always just, ars fars. No. And they're always just, no. No. Eight.
Early bird catches the worm. So now, are there any big fights among these companies?
Oh, yes. There is a big project called Stargate.
Stargate? Like the movie with the big round circle?
No jokes, Jack. The Stargate project was a plan to build the world's biggest enderoages.
500 billion. That sounds like a dream number.
It started with OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle, and an investor from the UAE. They all sat in a room and said, let us build a giant computer home together.
So, four friends with a big dream.
Yes. But soon after, they started arguing. OpenAI wanted to design everything. Oracle said, I built it, so I should lead. SoftBank complained, I paid most, so I want more profit. And Elon Musk from SpaceX said on the internet that they didn't have real money.
Oh, Elon Musk. He is never quiet.
Right. The arguments grew. Finally, the big group dream ended. Now OpenAI simply rents data center space from Oracle and others. The big Stargate name is not as strong as before.
So the big cake broke into small cookies.
Yes. And that story shows how fast things change. The old plan was like a big wedding, coerce. Now they are just neighbors.
That is a very useful lesson. So if I understand correctly, there are many connections now. Can you draw a simple picture in words for us?
Sure. Let us think of a big dinner table. At the center are the AI brain companies, OpenAI and Anthropic. They are like two young geniuses with bright ideas, but not much money of their own.
So they need older guests to pay.
Yes. On one side, Frappe, Microsoft sits close to OpenAI, but they also talk a little with Anthropic. Microsoft is like a rich uncle.
And Amazon is like a rich cousin who gives money to both hands.
Exactly. Google is like a parent who loves its own child, Gemini, but also gives a big allowance to Anthropic.
What about the chip companies?
NVIDIA is at the head of the table, giving gifts to everyone. They give money, chips, and get lots of love in return. So Persistence and Frappe AMD, EMD, and Broadcom, also Ever Ocon, and Frappe with Canchi, so Montres, Dauridius, and Frappe Archanchile, NVIDIA's Turanchi with Kanchi Archi mantras Archanchi Archanchao. And Frappe with Kanchi Archi mantras.
And Oracle?
Oracle is the builder, making the house where the party happens. They build data centers for others to rent.
And the strange guest? Elon Musk with SpaceX. Where's he?
He is a bit outside the circle. He originally called Anthrope evil in February, but just 2 months later in May, his company SpaceX signed a big deal to Anthrope Montres on $20,000 GPUs to Anthropic.
From evil to best friend? That is a big change.
Musk said later, when I talked to the Anthropic team, my evil detector didn't go off, so all is well now.
Money can make strange friendships.
Very true. So the dinner table is messy. Everyone has strings connecting them to each other. No one stands alone.
And why do they do this? Just to make money?
Partly, but also the AI world changes fast. You cannot predict who wins, so you spread your money to many. You reduce risk.
Like not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. And by sharing money and resources, they tie themselves together. If one company falls, others feel the shake.
So it's a big ship, but many small boats are tied together. If a fire starts, they all might burn.
That is the danger. But if the AI demand keeps growing, everyone wins and eats a huge cake.
This is fascinating. Okay, now I have one last simple question. You said OpenAI uses mostly VDAD. Mostly VDAD, 1 in D.
Yes, more or less. OpenAI uses a lot of NVIDIA GPUs. For its big projects, it mainly small boats. Are tied together way tied together hour to a tie. Then now in video, for US in video, way so
So Anthropic has a backup plan. No single chip controls them.
yes. OpenAI is also trying to make its own chips with Broadcom and signed a huge deal with AMD. Arcom the two-way Broadcom and signed a huge deal with AMD.
So no one wants to be 100% controlled by one chip company.
Right. Freedom is important, even in tech friendships.
Lily, this talk has been like a complex but entertaining TV show. Thank you for explaining it in simple words.
You are a great listener, Jack. Now, should we review the new words we learned?
Yes, please. I need to remember them.
First word, investment. It means giving money to a company or project, hoping to get more money back later.
Like buying seeds to grow a big tree.
Second word, competition. When two or more companies try to be the best in the same area.
Like two runners in a race.
Third word, partnership. A relationship where two sides work together and share good things.
Like you and me on this podcast.
Fourth word, data center. A large building full of computers that store and process information.
Like a library, but for computers.
Fifth word, AI model. A program that learns from examples and can do smart tasks like answering questions or making pictures so weighty.
So ChatGPT is an AI model.
Perfect. Now we want to hear from you, our listeners.
Please go to the comments below and tell us which big AI company do you know? Do you think Isdaldis is smart or confusing?
You can write a simple sentence. For example, I know Google. I think many investments are complicated but interesting.
We read every comment and we love learning about your ideas.
And also, if you liked this episode, please subscribe and click the like button. Share with a friend who wants to learn business English.
Yes, your support helps us make more fun and easy English podcasts.
Thank you for listening to the English Study Podcast. Keep speaking and keep smiling.
Hi, everyone. Enjoy your day and maybe think about the big AI dinner table when you eat your next meal.
That is a great idea. See you next time.
Bye bye.